going to say this and I'm going to take it back.
What do it, y'all? This year such a craziness. I'm coming to you and you with another word on the street segment. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. So Dr. Heavily, she just had to know, honey. So she was on live with Carlos, and she just came out and said, like, look, what made you draw up all this drama back with TGIF? Like, we had it at a bay, and now you brought it back up to the sea. Well, you brought it back up to the shore. We need to go right back down where it was, down under the sea. You feel me? And so this is what Carlos had to say.
Listen, I got a bone to pick with you. Why you start all that
What I
shit?
do?
Why you start all that mess on TGIF? We wasn't even thinking about that no more. Why you bring all that back?
First of all, we're gonna stop using the word mess. That's why fucking Dineva and I, in our conversation, we talked about how people overuse the word mess. I didn't do anything but ask questions. As a journalist, it is my job to ask the questions for the people. Now, whatever happens after that, baby, it has nothing to do with me or my homegirls at Bella Noches, baby.
I know that's right.
Hell, Funky knew you was trying to be messy, but he, played along with it. He didn't say too much. He said what he had to say, and that was that. But yeah, Carlos. So, Dr. Heavily, she had shared her experience that she had with Al, and I mean, she mentioned this in another live where she was talking about the whole drama situation with TGIF, and she was just saying, hell, Al, this is what she thinks, that he the one who got her off of coming back, because she was saying, Joyce told her, they're trying to go in a different direction and stuff like that. And if y'all don't remember the whole incident that happened between Al and Dr. Heavily, let me remind you.
It relates to what Tyler Perry is saying. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If the man makes, like, say the household
coming from three different points of views. We are. If the man can't be the bill, unite. You at this point 20%. You my. Okay, so you need to clean my pool. You need to pressure wash my damn tennis court and do what you can. So I'm adding on, but you not my man. You not my man.
Okay, get him out the house. Stop calling him your boyfriend.
If you want to be married and you want to have children and you want companionship and this is all that's available, what are you to do?
Get you a damn puppy. The lady got fake babies. Get you a fake damn man, because it's not gonna work no kind of way. I don't know what y'all talking about, but it's not gonna damn it work. We're not selling it. You could just pay the light bill. No, get your funky ass up, Funky Dineva. Get you a job.
And now you ain't gonna stop and backpedal on this show.
Okay, I'm not taking back.
We not gonna do that on this show, Dr. Heavily. You back here backstroking right now. What you said was that a man who did not pay 20% was your bitch, and a man ain't your. If he's a shouldn't be in your house.
No, he wouldn't be.
Ceasefire. Listen, y'all can tell this was a very heated discussion, and I wish we had. Hold on, Heavenly. I wish we had more time. I like to think Dr.
My. So let me know if y'all remember that clip down in the comment section below of them going at it. But I'm going to let y'all hear what she had to say about her experience with Al and, what she thought happened of why she couldn't come back to the show and stuff like that. And I will see you on the next word on the street. Roll that footage.
Listen, so my question for you, and I just want to have a real conversation, right?
Let's have a real
because a lot of people have asked me questions because I've had experience on TGIF. In fact, they put me off that, right? After me and Al got into it. So when people say that Al is a certain way, I don't know, but I know I've told you, because like Al is kind of sensitive. I said that when they first got canceled. I said Al is very sensitive in my experience. Now, you were there with me when you saw him, and I was on there, and he would slam down his computer and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, damn, is it all that? But then you never know. I'm going to say this, you never know what bothers people, because I didn't think saying Al Jones was that deep. I just didn't. We were joning.
Well, what we have to do is give some context to the audience, right? So Claudia Jordan was taping College Hill.
Yes.
And and there was 1 week where you were appointed as the celebrity guest moderator for that week, right?
Yes.
And that week, Funky wasn't doing it for like 2 days, and I was there to replace Funky for those 2 days only.
Right. Right.
I've guest co-hosted TGIF maybe like a handful of times, and I've never seen anything. And granted, I was always there only to replace Funky when he couldn't do it, because he and I have the same sort of like, flavor, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I never seen any friction between Claudia and Al when I was doing it. So when I was doing it the same week as you, I remember feeling like, this is weird. Like, did something happen? Because I came in like on a Wednesday and you were doing it Monday and Tuesday. And I felt something was weird between you and Al. That I didn't understand. And then later I found out that you two had a debate based on 2 topics, right? It was a topic of men.
It really was only one. It was Tyler Perry saying something like, and I'm paraphrasing. They had a clip of him saying something like, as Black women, we need to be easier on the guys and maybe settle. That's not the word he used, but he was saying lower your standards, because now, women lead in entrepreneurship. The Black women are bad, right? So they were saying give the men a chance if they're not on your level financially, education-wise, or whatever. I'm paraphrasing, but all that to say that women need to settle. And my stance on it was, no, women don't need to settle. The men need to stand up. They need to step their game up. That's what I was saying. So in the end, the interesting thing about it, when Joyce called me, she was like, Heavenly, the first 2 days, she was like, Heavenly, you're being very political, you know what I'm saying, laid back. We want to see the Married to Medicine kind of Dr. Heavenly that we're used to, right? Because, I was following Al, because it was Al, you know what I mean? And I think I did a couple of days with Claudia. And I did a couple of days with Claudia. So I'm trying to be calm, because that's what they doing. I mean, I'm not trying to be funky Dineva, I'm being me. And then they say, hey, can you turn up just a little bit? So, okay, I got you. They don't really pay much, but I mean, I'm here to serve the people. So I thought that we were supposed to have, talk about it and give my real opinion, which I always do in the way I do. But it was the end of the segment, and Al was saying, Heavenly, you a kept woman, or you spoiled, and you don't get the right to say none of this and this, that, and the other. And I was like, dude. And that's when we went back and forth, and we were over talking to each other. And we weren't getting anything done, so it was the last segment. I wasn't gonna let him get the last word, because I'm a petty, right? So when we ended, I went on my live and continued the conversation by myself, how I like to talk. So then the next day, it was like, okay, they didn't have anybody to replace me, or they had just found out about it. But Al had a little attitude, and rather than saying he had an attitude or a problem, he was just acting like a little girl. It was like the whole time he was just like, you know what I'm saying? And then at the end, he just slammed his computer down. I'm like, damn, bitch, come on, dude. It wasn't even that deep to me, for me. But I did want to get my stance out, because I felt like, why do you feel like I don't get a word to say when I say women don't need to settle? I felt hard. We was well. And then I said, oh, he used to be married to Star Jones. So he probably was the man that was not stepping up. And so that's what I let up in my live, and I called it Al Jones. That's clickbait, Al Jones. And then it went viral or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? And then when I came back one day with the attitude. The next time I'm doing surgery and my phone keeps blowing up, and it's Joyce. Joyce keep calling me. And I'm like, this is my real job. Why are they blowing my phone up about this? You know what I'm saying? I love doing it. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I love doing it.
Yes,
but you can't be calling me my real job. Right. Yes. So finally, I called her back, and she was like, Heavenly, I need to talk to you. Hey, we got to go in a different direction. And she was all frantic, and she was like, listen, we're going to pay you for the rest of the week, but we need to go in a different direction. And I said, okay, all right. But I already knew what it was. So, I mean, I ain't stand on that show. So if Al would stand up and say, I'm not coming back, if y'all have Heavenly on there, which that probably what it was, okay. Heavenly ain't got to be there. I felt like I was doing them a favor anyway, but I like doing it. You see what I'm saying? So that was my story. And then people were telling me Al kept talking about it. They were like, you can't even bring up Dr. Heavenly. They were like, we're not talking about Dr. Heavenly. We're talking about Married to Medicine. He was like, I don't want to hear her name on the show. People sending me the clips. And Funky Down, they were saying, man, stop being a pansy. Stop being a girl about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got out of the conversation. And then I would hear that he was doing lives and he would put my picture up or something. I never even really responded to it again because I thought it was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But I said all that to say this. I did hear through the grapevine that they had toxicity or problems or issues or whatever. Wherever I heard it from, I heard it. But my point was, it did not take Armand a 3 months to get the information. Because I had it. And I wasn't even on there. I ain't even checking for them like that. And I probably watched it 3 times. Other than the times I've been on there, I saw the one with Lunel because somebody sent it to me. And then I watched it maybe 2 other times. They got a great show. And I hate that it's it's not no longer, but hopefully they're revamping it and bringing something else out in its place.